In this video, we're going to add interest to a simple VCV rack drone patch using LFOs and envelopes. Though we like our slowly pulsing electronic klaxon, we're going to crank the LFO's frequency up nearly full. This provides a steadier tone, but one more complex than that of the VCO's simple square wave. Let's add another LFO1 module. We'll turn its frequency nearly all the way down. We'll set the switch just to the left of the freq knob to the bipolar position. We'll then run a patch cable from this new LFO's triangle output over to the first LFO's FM1 input. We'll then set the first LFO's FM1 knob to around 2 o'clock. Now that's a drone. Still, it is cycling, so it might get too familiar too quickly. The answer is obviously another LFO. We'll route the sine output of the third LFO to the VCF's frequency input and turn the VCF's frequency CV to 1 o'clock. We'll then push the filter's frequency down a bit and set its resonance to around halfway. This is getting quite interesting. Since all of our LFOs are cycling independently, the sound slowly shifts and changes over time. Let's take a moment to tidy up our rack. We can add even more interest by layering in a second VCO. We'll use the same sort, VCO1, from the fundamental category. We'll add another VCF and delay too. This time, we'll route the new VCO saw into the VCF. The VCF's LPF out will be sent to the new delay's in. We'll disconnect our first delay from the audio module's input 2, replacing it with the second delay. We'll set the new module's parameters to slightly different values from the first group. We've now got separate signals being sent to each side of the stereo spectrum. This time, we're going to call upon the Bog Audio Shaper module. The Shaper module is an envelope generator inspired by the unusual looping trapezoidal envelope found on EMS's VCS3 and Synthi A. We'll set the cycle switch to the loop position. We'll patch its envelope output to the new filter's frequency CV input and turn the VCF's frequency CV knob to 2 o'clock. We'll need to push the Shaper's trigger button to get it started. The Shaper is running a bit fast. Let's set both its attack and decay knobs to 1 o'clock. These two knobs do exactly as you expect. The on knob, however, acts as a hold. We'll set it to 9 o'clock. Finally, the off knob determines the length of time between cycles. We'll set that to 1 o'clock as well. Let's take a moment to tidy up our rack. Now let's add another shaper. We'll patch our first filter's LPF to its in jack, and its out will go to our first delay module. We'll set it to loop as well. and we'll set the attack on decay and off, all to 2 o'clock. We'll need to turn down the signal level to avoid distortion. What a lovely drone we've got now.